This map, I mean. Nevertheless, spawning in the top, we have the red Terran player for Alien Invasion. It is Revenge.
And his opponent, the Dutch, Hope, spawning once again in the proud orange colors for easy visualize. It is gonna go ahead and be Fmtc. There you go. Yeah, I have to say, FMTC is one of those guys that I've been following for a very long time. I've chatted with him on StarCraft also, and he's always nice, always motivated. I was very happy for him that Easy Visualize picked him up. Actually, it's a big step up for him. Last year he was also participating in the qualifiers, and I was always thinking this guy can do more. And last few games against Nick, he was showing that again. And now up against Revenge, I would give the edge to our Terran player, but after the last series, an upset is possible.
I'd say it is. Certainly. Look at FMTC not leaving anything to chance. He's already scouting for, or has been, for any proxy racks in the immediate vicinity, and he's going to continue scouting for the proxy racks, so he definitely does not want to be caught off guard. Luckily for him, Revenge is just building a racks back home and a gas as well, so very likely a Reaper opening coming off of this. Well, actually, wait a minute. What was the timing of the gas? Did you notice? Because it might just be a Marine into factory opening by the looks of it.
Yeah, it could be. I don't think the gas was that odd though. She's gonna have 50 gas when the barracks finishes, so it's just gonna go and have to be a Reaper. I didn't look for it, but you can see how much he's mined, and it's not that much. So perfect timing on that, and we do have a pool and a hatchery on the way for FMTC, and also a gas. So he wants to open speed as fast as possible, which is safe.
Yeah, it is very safe. It pretty much speed is essential to defend the follow-up, which comes after the Hellion harass, which usually are Hellions. So, you know, if you don't have link speed by the time the Hellion attack hits you, then you pretty much can't defend. You have no map control, and you have to play very, very slowly, very defensively. And by slowly, I mean economically slowly, which is not what you want as a Zerg player versus a Terran. Terrans have mules, man.
Yep, and mules are extremely good, of course. And this Reaper's actually gonna go ahead and start harassing. It's gonna be up to FMTC to try and not lose drones. He's actually built that the wrong direction. Yeah, it's gonna lose that. Might lose the other as well. Nope. Makes an extractor quickly there, and the Zerglings are gonna be there, actually almost surrounding that Reaper, and he's gonna be shoot off there.
Yeah, nice job by FMTC. That Reaper will have to get out of there right now. A little bit too many lings. A lot of Zerg players like to build only 4 lings and then wait for their queens to pop out and keep the lings on the creep, but no, FFTC, he just built 6 lings straight off the bat. The queens are out now, however, and will be able to defend versus these Reapers. FMTC just has to be careful not to lose all of those lings. I mean, he doesn't need to fight with them right now that the queens are out. So Revenge, while harassing, has built the factory already, adding on the reactor while the natural expansion finishes, and FMTC should be looking to take a 3rd base fairly soon.
Yep, and I mean, this is a very standard opening from both players so far, but we do have more links on the way, which is surprising to me, and these Reapers are actually doing a lot of damage.
You know why? Because there are 3 Reapers. Yeah. I am a little bit surprised by that myself. Usually you only see 2. But the fact that there are 3 means that they one-shot lings, or 2-shot, and the maximum. So, you know, this
no
is...
speed yet. And he's actually gonna get a lot of kills again, because the queens are off on creep. This is not a good opening for FMTC right now. He's lost so much. If you click on the Reapers, you'll see that one of those guys has 5 kills, the other one has 5 as well, the other one 3, and none of them have died. The first one is gonna get picked up right now, but in the supplies, it's actually the Terran that's ahead, and that's not where you want to be, especially when you're making a Baneling nest for whatever reason he's doing that, and this is gonna start spiraling out of control if this game continues like this.
I mean, we might see a 2-base Baneling bust here.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, probably is not, but, you know, considering the fact that the wall-off is not yet complete, the production has not kicked in yet, but I think this is what FMTC is going for, because, you know, there is the lack of the 3rd base,
There's no way that he's gonna make that work. There's way too many Hellions already. With the Banelings without speed, it's gonna be very hard to micro
Yeah.
against the Hellions.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And moreover, we have the Banshee on the way
Banshee, yeah.
with the cloak. So FMTC he is going to need a couple of spores. He needs to keep his queens alive first and foremost because that's his only anti-air, and he's probably going to need to transition into lair fairly soon. So he's basically forced into a 2-base situation versus a 2-base Terran, not a spot you want to be in.
Nope, and it looks very good for our Korean Terran player so far against the Dutch hope of the day, and he's actually going to lose these queens as well. And if he loses those Zerglings, doesn't get a good surround off, this is going to be game because he's already lost so much and he can't afford to lose anything else. But there's already a Banshee on the way. The queen is very much bleeding for her life right now. So
the queen is dead. What are you talking about? Look at this. Boom.
And then the drones are next. He's actually gonna have to make a spore, and he already doesn't have that many units. Right now the Zerglings are attacking, and they're gonna get taken out by these Hellions, and that's gonna be all she wrote. I don't feel like FMTC can do this anymore.
No, he certainly can't. I mean, once the second queen is down, which it probably will survive, a queen and a spore does defeat a Banshee, so at least the main base is sort of, or should I say the queen in the main base is sort of safe, but the drones are still getting killed, and this is a last-ditch effort from FMTC, I feel like, this last batch of Zerglings that will probably try to find an opening when the Terran player moves out. That will not happen. And FMTC trying to stabilize. I mean, the second queen just popped in the main base. There's a spore at the natural, but he's lost so many drones already. 18 drones have been killed, and he is down to 20 versus 47 SCVs. This is dire.
Yep, and pretty sure that Pharaohmatic, which his full name is fearing his position in this first game of the series. It just lost a little bit too much to the first 3 Reapers, and after that he never really recovered. And right now he's got Zerglings against his opponent's composition, which is just a lot of tech right now because he's upgrading, he's adding extra buildings, he's just making a few Marines, he's gonna have Stimpack pretty soon, but even with all of these Zerglings and the Banelings, it's gonna be very hard. Like, this is his only chance. At this point, I do think it's the good decision to go for this, because there's no way he's going to win a macro game with all of the tech and buildings that Revenge just laid down.
Yeah, I have to question, I have to ask myself the question, was going for a Baneling bust his plan all along, or was it a reaction to how the game went during the opening phases? There goes the bunker, but all the Banelings are getting targeted down. Nice splits for coming out of Revenge, and look at this, most of the Marines are still alive. The door will get plugged in, and FMTC will have to GG. Like you said, this was his only chance, and it was not gonna work. And be sure that it did not.